Alright, what's up? This is TK from Comic Insider. We're out here at Wizard World New Orleans 2020 with Xander Berkeley. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good. Alright, what's up? This is TK from Comic Insider. We're out here at Wizard World New Orleans 2020 with Xander Berkeley. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good. Glad to be back out here at Wizard World. We were out here last year. And is this your first year at Wizard World for New Orleans, or?
First Wizard World New Orleans. I've been to a couple of others. Certainly one in Austin, I recall.
All right. So I want to talk a little bit about your character, Gregory from Walking Dead, if that's cool. So pretty much the man on Hilltop. I mean, what's that like being a character that was so good at being able to keep the peace? I mean, because a lot of people think, wheeling and dealing or anything, but I mean, you were a man that tried at all costs to keep the peace with the saviors, with everything else going on.
I mean, nobody died on my watch. That's
exactly.
For the most part, I kept a pretty tight ship. Okay, not that tight. A lot of things fell out between the cracks. They did take a lot of our stuff, and it was a losing proposition, and I suppose it was going to continue to be one.
I mean, but the man doing the best that he could do in the zombie apocalypse.
One does what one has to do. Right. And I always thought it was so interesting the extent to which people were irritated by Gregory and hated him so much because he was a coward. That was his ultimately irredeemable feature, was that he was a sniveling coward. He didn't have the guts to kill a walker.
He was also a man that was trying to keep himself alive to be able to keep other people alive.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of almost like a politician in a way, or not.
Very much like a politician.
Man that was trying to keep the everybody else's lives over his as well.
A lot of politicians, the last number of presidents haven't gone to war, have found a reason, one kind or another, to stay out of going into the service, but aren't afraid to send others to war. So Gregory's kind of very much a politician.
He has a crazy ending. I can't believe that with Maggie at Hilltop. I mean, I did not see that coming. I don't think any of my friends saw that coming.
I saw it coming in the comic books. I knew he was going to hang eventually, and I was excited about that because I'm kind of in the Guinness towards getting, I think, ready to enter the Guinness Book of World Record for having been killed on screen as many or more times than anyone else.
Right.
I'm kind of getting up there at this point.
I gotta say, that was a great show, like, in general. Like I said earlier, did an interview at the Big Easy Con back in November with Cooper Andrews. And my cameraman, he told me for this, he's like, man, you need to watch the show. I didn't watch, at that point, any Walking Dead at all. So I binge-watched all 10 seasons. Well, up to the mid-season finale for 10. But just for that interview. And I gotta say, binge-watching your character on there, that was just the coolest watching that.
Well, thanks. I was starting to say that I've been killed in a lot of different things, and I knew that I was going to die by hanging from the comic book, and I was excited to have a hanging added to my death reel, which I've just completed. I'll be adding to it, but I just think that they truncated it into that first episode of the 9th season with too many other things going on. They didn't quite savor the moment the way it could have been, I think.
Right.
And I didn't quite buy Gregory pulling a knife on Maggie. I kind of like the idea in the comic book of him poisoning her. That seemed a little bit more diabolical.
A little bit more
Gregory's way of going about it. But for whatever reason, they had to, I think because Lauren was going to be leaving the show, they had to hurry and get rid of me so they could establish her as the one running Hilltop.
Right.
So they just had to move the whole plot forward faster.
And I have to ask, so when it comes to horror TV shows, are you a big fan of like scary stuff, horror movies and stuff like that? Because you're also on Being Human. What was it season 2? The father of the twins, the alpha werewolf.
Yes, I was that werewolf, and I happened
which was a pretty cool character as well.
Very fun, yeah. I had been shooting Nikita in Toronto, and my wife and kids had come with me, and we kept thinking, oh, God, I want to go to Montreal. We got to go to Montreal. We're so close. And they suddenly, right as I was finishing Nikita, they offered me a 9-episode arc on Being Human. So it was perfect because I got to go there, and the whole family came, and we had a ball. And I love being in Montreal.
I've not got a chance to get out there, but it's definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Being Human is a cool show, and I've gone on to be friends, work again with, and be friends with. Actually sold my house in Los Angeles to Megan Rath, who's awesome. And we just moved from LA to Maine recently, and gave up my beautiful house in the Hollywood Hills that I'd had for many years. And now I couldn't be happier that it's in such good hands. And what's so funny is that in Being Human, we were all living in the same house, and it was the idea they were all living in the same house. It had been
it was the ghost, the werewolf, and the vampire,
multi-generational thing, and it was like a total fluke that she ended up being the one to buy my house. We said really, and then Sam and I, right at the same time, that picture down there in the middle with the hat on is from Supergirl, and I played his father.
Oh yeah, you played the father on. I completely forgot that. What's that like being on a DC set?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
And Jessica Queller is a really, really good friend of mine. She's the showrunner of Supergirl. She's just an awesome human being. So you sort of do these things like something like Being Human, and then you sort of end up in this family relationship after that. Because I feel like very paternal towards both Megan and Sam now, and it's really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, sir, we took up enough of your time. Thank you so much. Before we go, is there any upcoming events that you'd like to, let fans know you might be showing up at?
Well, I forget. I kind of lose track of the events that are coming up. I think there's going to be one in Texas for Candyman, a reunion called Frightmare, something like that. Okay. And I'll be doing more Wizard Cons. I love them. I like the people that run this organization. They really love it. And other ones here and there. I think I might do a Comic-Con in Germany in May. And
that's cool.
I got 3 or 4 movies coming out. The Wall of Mexico, Dark and the Wicked, Dark Harbor. Both Dark and the Wicked and Dark Harbor, I'm playing priests. One of them, I think, might be the devil.
Ooh. That's going to be awesome to look out for.
Dark and the Wicked, and a nice priest in Dark Harbor. So. And then a movie that my wife and I just finished that we shot in Maine, and hasn't got a title yet, but will soon.
All right. Well, you heard from the man himself. Get out here to Wizard World, day 2. Still a whole nother day to meet all your favorite celebrities, sketch artists, all the great vendors out here. Comic Insider, we will see you in the multiverse. Gotta run.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Men, and you should like, subscribe, watch, then tell all your other friends to like and subscribe Comic Insider.
Insider. You better be watching it. Yes, I will. Yeah, I will hunt you down and find you. I'm trained, You better be watching.